What it do, homies? It's your boy Dave, and I'm back today. We out here with another Nightwish reaction. This time we taking a look at Storytime. And I know the Nightwish Army, I'm going to be reacting to these live videos because I do agree with you. These are some of the best performances live. And I always like to judge the merit of a singer or of a band based off how well they can perform live without the studio and without the special effects. And Nightwish, as well as Floor, don't even get me started on that goddess. Let's go ahead and shut up and turn it up.
I think it's time for a little story.
Bless us.
It's definitely story time.
What a crowd. I didn't forget Tomas's name. I will no longer call him Dorston. Oh yeah. That windmill. Okay, hold on. Okay, this seems like a perfect time to break. So just right off the bat, right? When you conceptualize in music, right? You got to start thinking, if you're going to put a word, what is this word going to sound like? If you was to describe a definition of a word to somebody, what's going to sound like? Now, we hear story time. Story time is associated with usually the stories that we hear when we're sleeping, right? So they had kind of like that jingle, the type of jingles that you hear in like lullabies or like in a baby's crib with those little motorized things that's turning around, right? So they start that off, right? But then they start going into the, right, the kind of brute to trying to drive that emotion. Now let's turn our attention to the goddess Floor, right? When she starts singing, you can kind of listen to, the type of what I want to call it, the voice techniques that she's using when she's singing, right? Because she's singing in a fast cadence because she's, because it's fast and she has a lot of words to say. But that's difficult to stay on pitch and say it at the same time because you got to take like a really deep breath. And then when you're singing it out, you got to maintain a constant, steady breath to be able to get these notes out. Now, not only was she singing it, but while she was singing it, it had a little bit of a high, it had some lows, but it had more of a horroring notes that she was hearing. Like she kind of dipped into the, like the minor key. I believe you go into the minor key if you want to kind of give it that eerie feel. But she was transitioning between both of them, and that right there, I think it's like really, really hard to stay on key, right? Because it's almost kind of like monochromatic, like you're singing in like a monochrome, like one note. But she was going back, going up and down. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? Either way, it's amazing. Horror. Oh yeah.
I am the journey, I am the destination, I am the home, the trail that leads you.
Right there.
The night, the elusive high, follow the madness, and as you know, I'm scared imaginary, the dream of Paria, the rest of tales and they will dream you. Be the storytelling escape, it's that intoxicate, the core of all that is the living chest of tales. I got the voice that never been.
Oh yeah.
Innocence and dreams of every day. I got the empty crib of being dead. Flying God against the blue sky. Getting to me and the moon inside. I love the story.
before they jump in, because I feel like an epic guitar low is about to start. So again, another thing with story time is that it's usually not elongated notes, right? Which is when we hear her lyrics before she jumps into her chorus. That's why it's structured like that, just like she's telling a story. You know what I mean? Now compared to like the other songs, like Ghost Lives, what was it? Ghost. I can't remember, but you guys know what I'm talking about. And that one we can kind of hear more, of her singing techniques and everything. But this one, right, to stay true to the theme of story time, you can sing those low notes, but it's a story, so therefore present it. Now, right before they led it to taking a break, right before we led into this guitar low, we can kind of hear those right, kind of giving us that angelic. So that's the duality that this song has. It has that kind of happiness, but there's like little bits of sorrow. Right before they jumped into the second part of the lyrics, we can hear some of that Castlevania kind of whatever Vania kind of feel like this is Dracula about to descend on us. You know what I'm saying? Okay, let's get into this. Like a lullaby. Story time. Oh my goodness. Okay, yo. You know how, hold on. I mean, you know how sometimes it just brings so much emotion. You just got like these, they're not necessarily tears, like perspiration, because you're in a state of shock for so long. You just my eyes, the moisture just disappears from my eyes because I'm just like sitting here trying to listen to this, man. This is not a joke. This is not a drill. Okay? Floor is here. I mean, she been here, but Floor is here, baby. Y'all hear the vocals she was just belting out like the goddess that she is. Now check this out, right? Right before the end of it, we kind of got we actually I believe for the most part they might have covered a lot of genres when it comes to story time, right? Because not all stories are nice. Nice. We know we got some horror, but right before the end of that, we kind of got a heroic, right? Those type of stories that you hear about knights and shining armor and stuff. It kind of took that turn right there, and I enjoyed that. Now those notes that she was hitting, man, the higher notes that you have to hit to hit, the harder it is to sustain those notes, because you have to, draw from your chest, and you have to, tighten, right? If you start singing, you go, oh, you'll see as you start going up, you have to tighten your throat, right? And it makes it harder for air to pass through. So when somebody can belt out these notes and they sound great, and not only that, but they can keep ascending the scales, and it sounds great. Like this is like a form of mastery. You know what I'm saying? Like this is greatness that you hear. Oh, I would love to be at a concert like this, man. I gotta go at least one time so I can listen to her with my own ears, because the crowd participation is amazing as well. It's always good to see that type of feedback, right? That kind of drives your energy. This was another amazing one. NIGHTWISH Army, man, y'all. I'm so glad y'all. I don't know when it started. It was on my old channel. Somebody recommended me NIGHTWISH, and I just checked it out just because I liked the name. I was like, NIGHTWISH, that sounds pretty epic. Checked it out. Best decision ever. So glad to be a part of this. All right, y'all. That's the end of this video. If you enjoyed the content, leave a like and subscribe. Dave's out.